Assalamu alaikum. In this tutorial, I will walk you through the basic flow of how a lantern call works. I hope that you take this not as a rigid structure, but as a way of feeling grounded and confident as you know a little bit more about how you can navigate a lantern call. So, just a brief overview of what lantern calls are. These are where you can support or revert as a companion and be a gentle listening ear and be a support while using the lantern, the newsletter of Revert Reach, as a guiding tool. And so here I will talk about how you can open a call as well as how the lantern fits into the structure of these calls. So first of all, you can open these calls by setting the tone and intention. If this is the first call that you're doing with the revert, you can introduce yourself and then you can start all of these calls with an emotional and spiritual check-in. A great question to ask here is, how are you arriving to our time together today? And if you find that throughout these calls, you see the revert struggling, really having heightened emotions and struggling to express themselves, feel free to slow down. And it's great to take pauses and to check in with how are you doing right now. And I hope that you can take these calls as a way of supporting reverts in their well-being, in their journey as a revert, rather than having the structure and these points that you really need to get through. And now a little bit more about how the lantern fits into these calls is the lantern has a lot of themes and a lot of different topics that we've written about, and these can apply broadly to different revert experiences. And here you can pick an article that fits the revert's experience currently, and this can also be a talk between you and the revert of what they are interested in exploring a little bit more together. And so as you take this article, these articles also come with different prompts. These prompts fit into the points of these articles and can really be conversation starters for you to really explore the revert's experience. A good lantern call is one where the revert feels heard and seen, and they feel free to share what actually matters to them. So as you're coming to a close with these calls, you can reflect on what you have talked about throughout the call, share what stood out to you, and gently suggest next steps of where you can go together or different suggestions for the revert. And always remember to end with warmth and appreciation. So to summarize, Lantern Call involves the Lantern newsletter, our blog, and it's meant to be used lightly as needed and as a support where needed.